March, Realmuto, and Crawford. On the mound, it's Christopher Sanchez. And Larry, are you ready to go, pal?
I'm ready to go. The Scepter starting pitcher scouting report on Sanchez. He's runner-up to last year's Cy Young winner, Paul Skeens. Last year, he uses 3 pitches, sinker 45% at 95 average, change at 32%, and slider 17%. Gets lots of ground balls, so you got to keep those defense on their toes.
Full house.
Brought to you by Scepter. Scepter brings us all together.
And abundant sunshine as we're all together here for the first pitch of the season, and it misses just inside for ball one. And we are underway today at 4:16.
Right on time.
Right on time. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch grounded to third. Ballman on the grass makes the play, throws to first. There's 1 down.
You got to like that a lot. And now let's get to the keys to the game. I think with what looks to be a pitcher's duel, it's imperative to take advantage of every opportunity to get offensively and not give away outs. And that's brought to you by James Hardy. Hardy Siding, America's #1 brand of siding.
Brings up the center fielder today, Wyatt Langford, 24-year-old who hit .241 a year ago. Right-handed batter against the lefty Sanchez. And his first pitch to him is a strike called on the inside corner. A little bit of shadow work over home plate, stretching out from the third base line. The shadow of the light towers, crossing in front of the mound out towards first base. Also back behind the middle infielders, or the infielders on the left side. Next pitch is in for a strike as well, and it's quickly 0-2. Sanchez, who set a new career best with 212 strikeouts a year ago, poised to pick up #1 here in 2026. Langford waves the bat a few times over home plate. He waits, and Sanchez with the 0-2. And it's down low. He lays off as it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Been a tough go for the Rangers on the road on opening days. 1-10 in their last 11 road opening days. I'd like to see that trend continue.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Sanchez, the pitch. Swinging a high bounder out towards second base. Stott waits on the second hop. Quick throw to first in time to get Langford. And there are 2 gone. Couple of ground ball outs. We just mentioned the strikeouts, but when Sanchez is going well, he certainly gets a lot of ground balls.
One of the guys near the top in baseball, and at least in the National League, getting ground balls. And that's why it's so important. And the one thing is these guys are on their toes when you got a pitcher like that.
One of the reasons why he only gave up 12 home runs in 202 innings a year ago. Here's Corey Seager with 2 down and nobody on, and the pitch swung on and missed. Boy, he was a footer more off of that pitch. And it's 0-1 to Seager, the 5-time All-Star, entering his 5th year with the Rangers. Sanchez from the third base side of the rubber in the 0-1. Check swing. Pitch was out wide. No appeal at third base. Plate umpire today, James Hoy. DJ Rayburn at first, Sean Barber at second. Hunter Wendelstedt is over at third base. Here's the windup. And the 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. 76 degrees as we get underway. The lights are on. Again, plenty of sunshine today, but the lights on with the shadows creeping out onto the playing field. Sanchez holds the black glove up, now turns into his wind, and the 1-2 pitch to Seager. It's taken down low. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sanchez a little richer than when he came into spring training.
And even more security than he already had.
Yes. Yep.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the lefty's pitch. It's down low. And the count runs full to Seager. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Seager, of course, the centerpiece of this offense for the Rangers. Payoff pitch on the way. Swinging a bouncer. Up the middle. Turner to his left. Reaching for it. Couldn't get it. It's a base hit. To the right of second base. Turner was shaded up the middle, but still had a long way to go to try to get to that. And Seager finds a hole for the first hit of the season.
Ball actually on the second base side of the second base bag, but Turner almost got to it.
So the inning continues, and it'll bring up Jake Berger. .236 hitter a year ago with 16 home runs for the Rangers. And the pitch from Sanchez. It is taken for a called strike. Rangers in their road blue uniform tops. Texas in white lettering across the chest, trimmed out in red. White letters and numerals on the backs of those jerseys as well. Gray pants with a red, white, and blue piping down the outside of the pant leg. Here's another ground ball straight back up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Crawford in to play it. He'll hold Seager at second. And 2 seeing eyes singles, 4 ground balls for the Rangers. And they've got 2 on with 2 down in the inning. And the former Philly, Andrew McCutchen, coming up. And Andrew McCutchen, the author of one of the more electric opening day moments here at Citizens Bank Park in the last decade, when he led off the season, his first at-bat as a Philly, with a home run off Julio Teheran of the Braves. And man, was the park jumping that day. And the pitch to McCutchen. He swings and grounds it foul. He wears the number 4 for the Rangers, a team he signed with partway through spring training after spending last year in Milwaukee. Or pardon me, in Pittsburgh. Back in Pittsburgh, and he was hoping to be back there again, but didn't happen. 0-1 pitch. And that's in the dirt.
Had all of 21 at-bats in spring training, but put up some good numbers with those 21 at-bats. 429 average. 9 for 21.
1 ball and 1 strike. Sanchez deals. And a ground ball hit foul down the third base line past Corey Ragsdale, the third base coach for the Rangers. Their first base coach, his first foray as a big league coach, the one-time Philly Travis Jankowski. Janko from Lanco.
Right.
1 ball, 2 strikes on McCutchen. Sanchez with a pitch. Swing and a foul. And that'll get back behind JT. And McCutchen is still alive. Justin Crawford, the center fielder, shaded slightly to pull against McCutchen. Brandon Marsh in left field. Adolis Garcia in the sunshine in right. Sanchez, another 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. And a strikeout of McCutchen ends the top of the first as Sanchez picks up his first strikeout of the season. Rangers get a couple of hits. They leave 2 aboard. The Phillies offense bats for the first time. It's Texas nothing, and the Phillies.
In baseball, great teams know one thing: smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
College should fit your life, not the other way around. At Empire State University, study online on your time. There's a reason why they're called SUNY's leading online university. See for yourself at sunyempire.edu.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Phillies.com.
Time for the SEPTA starting pitcher scouting report on Nathan Eovaldi, the starter for the Rangers, who led the American League in ERA last year with, well, if you count 130 innings, is what he got in, but a 1.73 ERA, relies on 4 pitches basically, mostly with cutters, splits 31.4%, to 23% four-seamers, that averages 94. A cutter at 20% at 91, and a curveball and also 20%, and a rare sinker and slider.
First ball swinging, Turner hits one up the middle. Backhand play by Josh Smith. His throw to first got in time, and Turner with an infield hit to start the season.
And that was brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA brings us all together. Well, that's what the wheels do for you, and he's up there in age a little bit, but he can still motor down that line, no question about it. A nice play by Smith there at second baseman.
I'd bring up Kyle Schwarber. What a year he had, and what an offseason he had. Signing a new 5-year contract to return to the Phillies through the 2030 season. And the pitch to Schwarber is taken for a strike called. They play the shortstop Seager almost straight up the middle against him.
He might say that Indiana National Championship was as big as his new contract.
Yeah, he had a heck of a calendar year, I'll say that. 0-1 pitch. And that's outside. Between Indiana winning it all, his 56 home runs, his appearance on Abbott Elementary, a new baby, a new contract. I'd say he was living his best life.
I would say
2025.
Yeah.
Turner leads the 1-1, and Schwarber bounds it foul down the first base line. All told, 56 homers, 132 runs batted in for the now 33-year-old from Middletown, Ohio.
Shadows coming into play a little bit. Some shadows in between the home and pitcher's mound. It shouldn't be too bad right now. All clear out the center field in the batter's eye.
The pitch. Schwarber swings, hits one high in the air to left. It's fairly deep. Going back, Haggerty at the wall. He looks up, and it's gone! And Kyle Schwarber starts the season with a bang! Home run number 1, a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and the Phillies lead 2-0.
And you look at the flags, they are not moving. They are straight down, and that was all just Kyle Schwarber's power all the way around. What a way to start. I believe that's his 4th opening day home run.
Like he never left, Kyle Schwarber picks up right where he left off, and it's a 2-run home run to give the Phillies a 2-0 lead. Here's Harper, and he takes a breaking ball low. 1 ball and no strikes. Harper heavily decked out in the neon Fanatic green batting gloves, cleats, all the accoutrements. 1-0 from Eovaldi, and it's taken. That's in for a strike.
Has he got, I don't know if he has 2 different spikes on, or if the outside's just a lot different than the inside of the shoe. All we see is the inside of one, the outside of the other. It look like 2 different shoes.
1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch, and it's down low. Harper coming off a year in which he hit .261, 27 homers, 75 runs batted in. He's ahead of the count here, 2 balls and a strike on Eovaldi. And the right-hander's pitch. That's inside. And it's 3-1. Hitter's count for Harper, who has vowed in recent days to be more patient. Try to swing at more strikes and not chase as much as he did a year ago. Eovaldi's 3-1, and a swing and a fly ball foul down the left field line out of play. A little bit late on that.
A little bit. But he's talking about like he could maybe get 140, 150 walks, which would be set a Phillies franchise record, I believe, for base on balls.
Count full to Harper with nobody out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And Eovaldi pulled the string on him. There's the split from Nathan Eovaldi, and he gets his first strikeout of the afternoon. And with 1 down, that'll bring up Alec Bohm.
And that is the number one pitch for Eovaldi.
And for good reason.
Yeah.
Opponents hit under 200 against that pitch last year.
Right.
A pitch to Bohm. And a check swing strike called. Nathan Eovaldi, who hails from Alvin, Texas. You know a guy from Alvin.
Yeah, I do. I actually played with a guy from Alvin.
The great Nolan Ryan, also from Alvin. And this pitch fouled away on the right side, out of play.
The only two big leaguers from Alvin.
Alvin ain't very big, I don't think.
No.
36 years of age is Eovaldi, former 11th rounder by the Dodgers way back in 2008. The 0-2 to Bohm. And a swing and a bouncing ball out to short. Easy play for Seager. Fields it letter high. And there are two gone. Here in the home half of the first inning, Phillies leading 2-0. And that'll bring up Bryson Stott.
We're talking about the scouting report on Eovaldi. 1.73 ERA last year in his 22 starts. Covered 130 innings. Gave up just 90 hits. And 129 strikeouts to 21 walks. It's a great year, but ended it with some right shoulder problems.
The pitch to Bryson Stott is over for a called strike to start him off. Nothing going to win the count. Stott, who hit 257 overall last year, but really surged near the end after making some swing adjustments, and he had a great spring training in that regard.
Carried it right into the spring.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's quickly 0-2. On Stott, who's now 28. Phillies lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Eovaldi ahead in the count at his 0-2 on the way. Check swing, and the pitch just missed up and away. Danny Jansen doing the catching for Eovaldi. It's Jake Berger at first, Josh Smith at second. Seager the shortstop, and Josh Young is at third. He's way off the line against Stott. Outfield shaded the other way. Haggerty in left, Langford in center, Nimmo in right. He is deep and well off the line. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a bouncer. Foul. First base side.
The Shadows getting a little closer to the mound now. That might create a little bit of problems and a little tougher for the hitters to pick up the pitches.
One ball, two strikes. On Bryson Stott. The pitch. And it's down and in over the shoe tops, blocked by Jansen. Eovaldi faced the Phillies a lot early in his career when he was in the National League, but hasn't faced them a whole lot lately, of course, and certainly not as a Ranger. Only one other start for him in a Texas uniform, but 12 total career appearances prior to this afternoon. The pitch, and that missed outside.
This is his sixth opening day start, not with Texas. His third with Texas, or maybe third or fourth with Texas. Third, I think, with Texas.
Made some with the Red Sox as well. The 3-2. Stott swings, lines it the other way. It's out of the reach of Seager and into left center for a base hit.
Boy, is that good to see. The way he swung the bat, the way he swung it in spring training, and just, I mean, it was line drive after line drive.
That's what they've always said about Bryson Stott. Low to left, high to right.
Yep.
And that was a low line drive out of the reach of the Rangers shortstop. And it'll keep the inning alive for the former Ranger. Adolis Garcia takes his first at-bat as a Philly. He was an immensely popular player in the Rangers clubhouse. A little bit of a different stance for Garcia as he gets stood up by that pitch. Bending back out of the way of a fastball from Eovaldi.
Somebody mentioned earlier in the spring about, you want to know about Adolis Garcia, one of his best friends is Edmundo Sosa, which speaks volumes about what kind of character Garcia is.
Garcia takes a fastball in for a strike. 1-1 the count. He hit .227 a year ago for Texas with 19 home runs. Former two-time All-Star. The pitch. And it's up high. He had a tremendous postseason with Texas in 23 in their run to the World Series. He was the ALCS MVP that season for Texas.
When you talk about strong, this guy, he doesn't have any biceps. He's got 4 thighs, 2 coming out of his shoulders and 2 coming out of his lower half.
The next pitch swung on, line up the middle. It'll be caught by the second baseman Smith, but that was hit right on the nose by Adolis Garcia. And the Phillies are done in their half of the first. But a good start to the game and the season. Kyle Schwarber with his first of the year. And as we head for the second, the Phillies.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
College should fit your life, not the other way around. At Empire State University, study online on your time. There's a reason why they're called SUNY's leading online university. See for yourself at sunyempire.edu.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
To work building our future.
Christopher Sanchez now with a 2-0 lead to work with as we start inning number 2. Settling in here at Citizens Bank Park. The first pitch on the way. It's a strike called to Josh Young, 28-year-old, native of San Antonio, Texas. 14 home runs for the Rangers a year ago. Right-handed batter. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled away to the right side. And it's quickly 0-2 on Young. He'll be followed by Josh Smith, the other Josh in this Texas lineup. And then Danny Jansen. Sanchez with his 0-2. Strike 3 called, got him looking. And Young standing at the plate for a moment, looking down at the zone for James Hoy. Maybe considering whether or not he wants to initiate the first ABS challenge. He would have been wrong, I think.
Yeah. Almost the whole ball was in that box.
Second strikeout of the game for Sanchez. Here's Smith. Left-handed batter, and he swings and fouls it off. Smith, who plays everywhere, but doesn't ever play the same place. He's all over the diamond. Played in 144 games last season. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Awkward cut there by Smith.
He can get some awkward cuts with that stuff he's got. That obviously the changeup.
No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. That looked like maybe a breaking ball there, but It's 3 consecutive strikeouts for Sanchez.
That was a slider.
Sanchez, the first ever Dominican-born pitcher to start on opening day as a member of the Phillies. And the first left-hander to start on opening day in more than a decade. It was Cole Hamels, the last lefty, to make an opening day start for the Phillies in 2015. As the pitch is a little bit low, I guess.
JT
close.
Hesitated to throw the ball back, but I think by that time it's too late to challenge.
1 ball and no strikes on Danny Jansen, the veteran catcher. 2 outs, nobody on, 2-0 Phillies, and the pitch hit in the air. High to right center. Crawford going over. Garcia is there, backpedaling and calling. He'll make the catch. And there's a 1-2-3 shutdown inning for Sanchez. Rangers go in order. We go to the bottom of the second.
Springfest means more sun, more fun, and more free at Lowe's. Keep your yard in line with an additional free Ego 56-volt battery when you buy a select Ego mower, trimmer, or blower. Plus, keep landscaping fresh with Stay Green 1 cubic foot garden soil, 5 bags for $10. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/8 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
In baseball, great teams know one thing: smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. It's online, flexible, and affordable. With over 120 degree programs, you'll find something that fits your goals. And students love it. We're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu. That's SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term starts.
A loved one owns a gun, and for a while now, you've been concerned about their behavior. They're just not acting like themselves. They've been distant, they've been unpredictable, they've been lashing out, they've been saying things that make you worried they might harm.
Actual speeds vary.
Attention teachers, now's your chance to submit a nomination for the All-Star Students Contest presented by L.F. Driscoll. The Phillies want to hear about a student in your class who deserves to be recognized for going above and beyond, showing kindness and giving back to the community. Nominate your All-Star student now at Phillies.com/education before the March 27th deadline.
2-0, Phillies in front. We start the bottom of the second, and Brandon Marsh will start it off for the Phillies. And the first pitch on the way to Marsh, swinging a ground ball, roll to the right side. It'll be fielded by Berger. He'll toss it back to the pitcher, Eovaldi, covering. And there is one gone on one pitch. Marsh lost the handle on the bat, it looked like there. And
nice play over there. Well, on the mound around the league, good matchup with Detroit's Tarek Skubal, looking for his 3rd consecutive Cy Young. He was 13-6 last year with a .221. He goes against San Diego's Nick Pivetta, who also had a very good year, 13-5 with a .287 for the Padres. That's sponsored by the Meineke Car Care Centers.
JT Realmuto back for an 8th straight opening day start for the Phillies. The pitch to the Phillies catcher is down low for ball 1. JT, who signed a 3-year deal in the offseason, perhaps oh so close to not re-signing with the Phillies. Phillies, of course, engaged heavily in talks with Bo Bichette. Might have changed the core of this team significantly as the next pitch is over for a strike. But Bichette chose the Mets instead, and the Phillies move ahead with JT behind the plate and Alec Boehm over at third base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled off.
Which puts a lot of smiles on the pitchers' faces here in camp.
No doubt.
Here shouldn't say in camp, but season with JT back behind the plate.
He's down to the count here to Eovaldi. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eovaldi with the pitch on the way. Got a swing and a miss. He got him. And again, Eovaldi back to that splitter of his.
Yep. Well, baseball is a team sport. It's always more fun with friends. Gather your group of 25 or more to receive ticket discounts in select locations for most games and be recognized prior to the game on Fanavision. For more info, visit Phillies.com/group tickets.
Well, nice hand for Justin Crawford as he stands in the big league batter's box for the very first time. 22-year-old outfielder, and the first pitch to him, he rips it back up the middle. It's a base hit. Straight past the glove of Eovaldi on into center field, and Crawford with a line drive bullet up the middle gets his first major league hit here on opening day.
Yeah, he might want that ball back. I don't remember the last time you talk about a guy that just, well, obviously Trey Turner, but a guy coming up in the minor leagues that just did nothing but hit and get on base in his short career in the minor leagues. But he was very good at every single level.
He was a tremendous base stealer as well. And he gets his lead off of first, and Turner lines one towards left on the run. Haggerty lays out, makes the great diving catch. Oh, if he misses that, Crawford would score easily. Turner himself would have been off to the races. But a great grab heading towards the line by Haggerty keeps the Phillies off the board. No runs on a hit, 1 left after 2 complete.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
College should fit your life, not the other way around. At Empire State University, study online on your time. There's a reason why they're called SUNY's leading online university. See for yourself at sunyempire.edu.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Kids 14 and under will turn heads when they receive an Independence Blue Cross Trey Turner replica jersey Saturday, April 18th when the Braves visit the bank at 7:15 p.m. Secure seats today at Phillies.com.
Sam Haggerty made the great play to end the bottom of the second, leads off here in the third and fouls the first pitch away on the first base side. It's 0-1. It's 2-0 here. Phillies are leading it on a first inning home run by Kyle Schwarber. Who else? Sanchez, the 0-1. And there's a strike called. And it's quickly 0-2 on Haggerty, who hit .253 a year ago. This is his second season in Texas after a long run with Seattle. Sam Haggerty, who wears the number 0 on the back of his blue Rangers top. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. There's number 4 already for Sanchez, the first time through the order.
The sun, the shadows in the sun, it's like batters are in the sun, then there's a shadow before the mound and covering the mound, and then it's sunny behind the mound to second base, and then shadows to the outfield grass, and then sunny the rest of the way to the outfield. Could make it a little tough.
Top of the order, Brandon Nimmo. And the first pitch to Nimmo is taken, and it's down a little bit low. Nimmo with the most extensive experience head-to-head against Sanchez of anybody in this lineup, and that stands to reason, given his time with the Mets. 11 years in New York for Brandon Nimmo. Or pardon me, 10 years in New York. Thought he was headed for number 11 as this pitch is bounced just foul up the first base line.
I got to be serious. When I first heard that trade, I was like, really? I was surprised. And then see Alonso gone, and not by a trade, but McNeil was with the trade. So the Mets did some change up a little bit in their lineup.
Nimmo was dealt straight up for Marcus Semien, the veteran infielder. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. And that missed down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Flags are moving now left to right. Pretty good breeze across the ballpark at the moment. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Sanchez with a pitch. It's down low, and he falls behind 3-1.
Well, he couldn't ask for a better day for opening day. Beautiful day. It's really nice out.
So nice out. Good to see you again, partner.
Good to be seen.
3-1 pitch. That's in for a strike. Your drive back from Florida was uneventful, I hope?
Yeah, everything went well until we got to the Delaware-Pennsylvania line. Or after Maryland to Delaware. It was, talk about construction and tie-ups.
3-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncer towards second. Charging Stott. Gloves it shoulder high. Underhand flip to first. In time for the out. 2 gone. I thought you were going to say you ran into some trouble, but just traffic.
Just traffic.
Okay.
Yep, I had no trouble. Pretty nice ride the whole way. Good weather.
Two gone. Wyatt Langford coming up. Langford grounded out to second his first time around. The pitch. Swing and grounds one foul up the third base line. Langford, former fourth rounder from the University of Florida. He was a quick mover. In fact, he was in the big leagues the year after he was drafted. He's entering his third season. He was drafted in 2023. And this will be his third year. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball missing. Down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Langford in center field today. Evan Carter, who generally would play against right-handed pitching, a better center fielder, and Langford would move to the left. The 1-1 swing and a miss. But, steady growth each of the last 2 years for Langford, who last year hit 22 homers to beat his rookie total from the year before. 2-0 Phillies lead it in the third. Sanchez ready and his 1-2 offer. Fouled off.
I tell you what is really impressive to see it just from going back a few years to Sanchez and where he came from and what he was doing then and what he's done the last couple of years. Phenomenal.
1-2. Fouled off. Sanchez, who debuted with the Phillies in 2021. He made 7 appearances, 1 start, was back and forth a bunch with Lehigh Valley. Same story the next year in 22. 1-2 pitch. Just missed down and away. It was in 2023, in June of that season, when they finally gave Sanchez the full-on number 5 starter spot.
Yep.
Said, go run with it. And boy, has he ever.
I'll say. So will everybody else.
2-2 pitch to Langford. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. And Sanchez picks up a couple more Ks here in another 1-2-3 inning. And the left-hander looking good early. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Phil's 2.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
College should fit your life, not the other way around. At Empire State University, study online on your time. There's a reason why they're called SUNY's leading online university. See for yourself at sunyempire.edu.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Phillies.com. Kyle Schwarber will lead things off here in the bottom of the third inning for the Phillies. A home run, his first time up, a 2-run shot. Nathan Eovaldi delivers, and the pitch, a breaking ball, missing the back door. Third opening day home run for Schwarber as a Philly, tying him with 3 others for second most in franchise history. 1-0 pitch, and that's up and away. Only Mike Schmidt has hit more opening day home runs in a Phillies uniform. He had 5 of them in his career.
Wonder if any of them had 2 home runs in a game.
We have a caller?
Opener. No, I'm just.
Oh,
are you sure?
2-0. Swinging a high fly ball left center, not deep enough. Over there is Langford into the gap in left center. He'll make the catch. 1 gone.
Well, party like it's 1776 for the Citizens Fanatic birthday, set to take place Sunday, April 12th at 1:35 when the Diamondbacks come to town, and kids 14 and under receive a Colonial Fanatic bobblehead. Visit Phillies.com to secure tickets for this popular giveaway.
1 away. That'll bring up Bryce Harper, who struck out his first time up. 2-0. Phillies leading it. Shadows over the top of the pitcher's mound now. Hitter's backdrop still in bright sunshine as Harper goes after the first pitch and fouls it back. 0-1 the count.
And Harper talking about, wanting to be a little more patient. He swung at a lot of pitches out of the zone last year, uncharacteristic of himself.
0-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball back of first. It's fielded by Berger right near the line. He'll make the play over to Eovaldi. And Harper retired. He's 0 for 2 today. Yeah, he put out kind of an outlandish number, if you will, 140 walks. But I think to your point, it's more about making better pitch selection choices as a hitter over the long haul rather than it is flat out walking that many times. Here's Alec Bohm with 2 outs, nobody on. Eovaldi settling in. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A little late with that cut. 0-1 the count.
And the flag's really picking up now. The wind going out to right. Pretty stiff.
Nothing in 1. The pitch. Bohm takes. That's down low. They have a wind meter on the scoreboard here. It says 16 mile per hour winds.
Yeah.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. It also says it's partly cloudy. I don't know if we need that information.
That we probably don't.
We can kind of see that.
But we can't see how warm it is. That's why they put that up there.
The temperature, yeah.
76.
1-2, the pitch. Swing and a fly ball, center field. Langford back into his left a few steps. Still well shy of the track. He'll make the catch. And there's a 1-2-3 inning for Nathan Eovaldi, his first of the afternoon. We're through 3 innings today here at Citizens Bank Park as we go to the 4th. Phillies 2.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Booking.com has stays for absolutely anyone. Imagine you're a bride with commitment issues. You book a nice, safe, reliable hotel. But there's free cancellation just in case. If a nervous bride can find their perfect stay, anyone can. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
College should fit your life, not the other way around. At Empire State University, study online on your time. There's a reason why they're called SUNY's leading online university. See for yourself at sunyempire.edu.
It's finally here. Baseball's best step back between the lines.
Tall schemes.
And all eyes are on opening week on MLB Network with live games all week.
It is gone.
Live look-ins every night and post-game reactions from the biggest stars on MLB Tonight.
Good to get that win today, but got to keep going.
It's showtime on the home of baseball. Opening week on MLB Network, presented by Adobe. Coverage continues.
The future.
The RAV 4th inning presented by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com to get your new 2026 RAV 4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Corey Seager starts it for the Rangers. 2-0 Phillies lead it. And a pitch to Seager's, line to straightaway center. Crawford stutters stepping. That ball right at him basically. Backs up a couple and makes the play.
Out of man there. Well, take it from us, you won't want to miss the Jordan Davis postgame concert presented by Jim Beam, set to take place Friday, April 17th after the Phils host the Braves at 6:40. Your game ticket is your concert ticket. Secure tickets today at Phillies.com.
One away, here's Jake Berger, who singled his first time up. Sanchez, who gave up back-to-back to seeing eye singles up the middle in the first inning, hasn't allowed a base runner since as he delivers a strike to Berger. Berger into his second season with Texas after a year and a half with Miami. Nothing at 1 the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, and 2. Sanchez at 46 pitches thus far. 0-2 pitch misses outside. He's got 5 strikeouts. He hasn't walked anybody. And Sanchez, who is really good anywhere, but he has been exceptionally good here at Citizens Bank Park. 1-2. That's taken for a called third strike on the inside corner. Fastball from Sanchez, and there's strikeout number 6 for the left-hander. Since the start of the 24 season, which of course was Sanchez's first full season in the rotation, he's now made 32 starts here at CBP. He's 13-3 with a 2.08 earned run average. Here's Andrew McCutchen, 2 outs and nobody on, and he takes down low. And what's even better is that the Phillies, as a team, are 26-6 in those 32 games started by Sanchez here at home over the last 2 years. Here's the 1-0 pitch. McCutchen takes a strike. They've in fact won 18 of the last 20 such starts for Sanchez here at home. 1 ball, 1 strike on Kutch. Now in his 18th season, the pitch takes, and it's inside. He'll primarily face lefties and share DH duties with Jock Peterson.
He had a tough spring.
The 2-1 offer. And that one misses inside, and it's 3-1, trying to pound that inside corner, and he's just missing.
JT might have thought that was a strike. Hesitated.
3-1 on the way. Swing and a foul back to the backstop. And the count is now full on Andrew McCutchen. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez with the sign from Real Muto. Ready into the windup, and the lean left-hander with a 3-2 pitch. Swung on, hit well. Center field. Back into his left goes Crawford. Still going back, nearing the track. That's going to bang at the base of the wall. Crawford plays the carom in quickly, but McCutchen will be in at second with a stand-up double. That was a bullet.
Yeah. And he got a little help with the wind.
That'll put a man in scoring position for Josh Young. Young, who struck out looking his first time up. Sanchez at the belt, and the pitch. Fouled down the first base line, out of play. Christopher last year went 13-5 overall, regardless of the venue, with a 2.50 earned run average. The pitch. Inside. He was more than delighted to pitch for his country in the World Baseball Classic. Made a couple of starts for the DR. Ended up with 12 strikeouts in 6 1/3 innings, which was the most of any pitcher in the World Baseball Classic. Next pitch misses down low. 2-1 count now on Young. A check of the runner, now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Change up. He was badly fooled.
Behind in the count and able to throw that change up for a strike. It's just unbelievable weapon.
Sanchez takes the side again. The count 2-2. Runner at second, 2 down. 2-0 Phillies. Here's the pitch. It's taken. And a check swing there. They do ask it first this time, but DJ Rayburn says he held up. And so that will run the count full.
He did hold up.
3-2. Sanchez ready. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball left side. Bohm scoops, moving to his left. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for the Rangers. Another 0 on the board for Christopher Sanchez. Works around the 2-out double. A man left by Texas will go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
time, Booking.com has stays for absolutely anyone. Imagine you're a parent with teens. You find a spacious vacation home where you can all be together, if they want, and a private sauna if they don't. If an eager parent can find their perfect stay, anyone can. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
College should fit your life, not the other way around. At Empire State University, study online on your time. There's a reason why they're called SUNY's leading online university. See for yourself at sunyempire.edu.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand?
No, you hold my hand.
To work building our future.
Bottom of the fourth inning here at Citizens Bank Park, and this is the RAV4 inning presented by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com to get your new 2026 RAV4 today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Bryson Stott takes a called strike. Underway here with the Phillies leading 2-0. And the pitch, grounded, foul, pulled it down the first base line. It's quickly 0-2. A few more clouds rolling over the top and provide a little more cover. No shadows to deal with at the moment.
No. Which is nice.
Stott, who had a base hit his first time up. Vivaldi with the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Oh, he got a piece of it, pardon me. And so Stott still alive. We'll pause for station identification here on the Phillies Radio Network. With Larry Anderson, I'm Scott Fransky with you from Citizens Bank Park. Tom Kelly is our engineer here in the booth. Justin DeRazio back in our studios. Game 1 of the season. Phillies lead it 2-0. Stott spoils another pitch, this time fouling it off to our left. Stott hit .257 last year. 0-2. And a swing and a miss chased upstairs. And he becomes the third strikeout victim today for Vivaldi.
Well, fans 15 and over invited to tie their laces, circle the bases when Independence Blue Cross Senior Stroll the Bases returns to Citizens Bank Park on Thursday, April 30th, following the Phillies game against the Giants at 1:05 p.m. Visit Phillies.com to secure tickets.
Adolis Garcia lined out sharply to second base his first time up. The pitch. And he takes, that's way inside. Vivaldi busting him inside in the first at-bat as well. They have the second baseman Smith straight back behind the pitcher, almost straight up the middle, which is where he was to snare that line drive the first time. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Garcia coming in on a 1-year deal. Phillies hoping they can resurrect the career of Adolis Garcia. Vivaldi, the 1-1. And it's fouled away, right side out of play. Garcia ended up with 3 homers in spring training, and they all kind of came late the last couple of weeks. Here's the 1-2, and it's up high.
Apparently made a little adjustment at that time and certainly seemed to pay off.
And that high fastball there, that's a pitch that it's been really difficult for him to lay off of over the last few years. 2-2 again. And he swings and misses. There's the breaking ball from Eovaldi. And back-to-back strikeouts for the right-hander.
It's 4 now for Eovaldi.
That'll bring up Brandon Marsh. Marsh, who saw one pitch and grounded out his first time up. The pitch. Outside. Marsh, who's now 28. 11 homers a year ago. Got off to that horrendous start, you remember, in the month of April. He was really scuffling. Ended up on the injured list. The 1-0. And that is in there for a called strike. And that can be especially tough when you have the cold streak right at the start, because the average up on the video board just stares at you every day.
Every day.
1-1. And a swing and a line drive to right. There's a base hit. And that may get all the way to the wall. Nimmo can't cut it. It does reach the base of the wall. And Marsh is into second with a double.
All right.
Well, Marsh, who started the year with an 0 for 31 at one point, snapped that skid when he came off the injured list in early May, and he hit 303 the rest of the way. So, wow. He ended up with a season average at 280. And again, most of it was against right-handers, and that's kind of what they expect again this year. Let's see if JT can get him home. The Phillies leading 2-0 and trying for more here with 2 outs. And the pitch. It's taken, and it's in for a strike. First pitch splitter.
Phils need a win here to keep pace with the Mets.
Already in second place, huh? The pitch. Swing and a miss.
Good thing only a half game back.
Well, the sooner you get behind, the more time you have to catch up.
That's exactly right.
The 0-2. And it's in the dirt. Nice stop by Jansen. Yeah, the Mets beat up on Paul Skeens today, but apparently some pretty horrendous outfield play behind Skeens.
That's what it sounded like. Pirates made a game. 11-7 the final.
Here it's 2-0. Bottom of the fourth, Phillies lead. Eovaldi working to Real Muto. And a pitch. It's high. Count even now, 2-2. The only catcher in Phillies history with a longer streak of consecutive opening day starts, Mike Lieberthal.
Right.
2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. And Eovaldi ends up striking out the side, working around the 2-out double by Brandon Marsh. He's left stranded. We're through 4 today. Phillies 2, the Rangers nothing.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's Byrna. Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
College should fit your life, not the other way around. At Empire State University, study online on your time. There's a reason why they're called SUNY's leading online university. See for yourself at sunyempire.edu.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra vutrisiran is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Phillies.com.
MLB Plus is new for 2026. Stream MLB Network 24/7 in the U.S. and select out-of-market games every week, plus live radio broadcasts of every game, game day 3D, big inning, and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe today.
Bottom third of the order for Texas here against Christopher Sanchez. 5th inning, 2-0 Phillies. And the first pitch to Josh Smith is outside for ball 1. Phillies getting a 2-run home run from Kyle Schwarber in the first inning. That's all the scoring thus far. The pitch. Swing and a foul backing out of play, which we would expect there not to be a ton of runs with these two pitchers on the mound.
Right.
And really good pitching matchups throughout the weekend. Jacob deGrom against Aaron Nola tomorrow. Or pardon me, Saturday. Take a day off, Larry. You've earned it. Here's the 1-1. It's bounced out towards second. 2 hops, Stott Fields. Flips underhand again to first. And there's one away. But Saturday at 4:05. Sunday, 2 great left-handers. Mackenzie Gore, former National, now with Texas, against Jesus Luzardo. Another guy with a little more security.
Yeah.
After this spring. 1 gone. Here's Danny Jansen. And the pitch. Jansen takes. That's inside. Jansen, who had that long run with Toronto, last year split the season between the Brewers and the Rays. There's the 1-0 pitch. And he takes. And it just missed outside. Finished the year with 14 home runs. It's the 5th time he's been in double figures in that category. Good, dependable backstop.
Yep.
2-0. Swing and a miss.
Down to a knee. And that hack got a sinker.
Looked like he tied himself up a little bit there and needs a minute. Stepping out of the batter's box. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sanchez ready. And the pitch. Missed outside. It's 3-1. The pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. 3-2 to Jansen with Haggerty next. Only 2 balls so far hit in the air against Sanchez. Payoff pitch. And there's another one. Left field, but not very deep. Back a few steps to his left is Marsh. He'll make the catch. His home run rate last year, Sanchez was per 9 innings was .53. Half a home run every 9 innings. Wow. And that's pitching here in this ballpark. Here's Sam Haggerty. And he swings and misses at the first offering. Oh, and 1 the count. The pitch. A miss down and in.
I think my average home run rate per 9 back in 1982 was the same as Sanchez's, except you got to move the decimal point over 1 to 5.3 instead of 0.5.
1-1. Just a rounding error.
That's all it is. Somebody put the decimal point in the wrong spot.
Pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. It wasn't really that high. No?
Maybe not. Not quite.
I don't think that. Because if you did that in 82, there wouldn't have been an 83.
Good point.
There's a ground ball foul down the third base line.
But that in this park too, and I mean, in the summer, the way the ball just jumps off the bat, and you keep on, around a half of home run per 9. That's just remarkable.
The 2-2 to Haggerty, fouled off. Two nothing. Phillies in front. Sanchez ready in the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 7 for Christopher Sanchez through 5 terrific innings thus far. Rangers go in order on to the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-0.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. It's online, flexible, and affordable. With over 120 degree programs, you'll find something that fits your goals. And students love it. We're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu. That's SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term starts.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Please play responsibly.
Justin Crawford batting 1,000 in the big leagues. Comes up for the second time at a single in his first at-bat. And the pitch swung on and missed. He's not wasting any time. Comes up empty on the off-speed pitch from Nathan Eovaldi. 2-0. Phillies lead it.
Way in on the grass at third base.
Here's the pitch. And it's taken. Up high, the count 1 ball and 1 strike. 22 years and 72 days old. Justin Crawford, the youngest Phillies position player to make his major league debut in a start on opening day since 1968. 1-1. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. He's now hitting 2,000 in the big leagues,
yes,
Larry.
He is.
2 for 2 for number 2, Justin Crawford.
And I can't imagine the naysayers going, well, he doesn't have enough balls in the air. Doesn't have enough power. He hits too many balls on the ground. You hit them where they ain't, it don't matter.
Well, this is the dream on moment here. The number 9 hitter starting the inning, and he's going to get on base at a good clip and a chance to maybe swipe a bag. And top of the order coming up. Eovaldi out of the stretch. First pitch to Turner. He takes a look at it for a strike.
And it's just a slide step for Eovaldi, so really no chance to really get a good jump.
Crawford, one of the top 100 prospects in Major League Baseball. Not the only one debuting on this opening day. The 0-1, swinging a foul at the plate. The Philly native, Kevin McGonigal, debuting for the Tigers. He's a top 5 prospect in baseball. McGonigal out of Monsignor Bonner. And Larry, so far today, he's hitting 3,000 in the big leagues. He's 3 for 3 with a pair of doubles and 2 runs batted in for the Tigers.
Wow. Who's that?
Kevin McGonigal.
Was he number 2 or number? He was number 1 overall.
1 or 2, depending on who you ask, I think.
Yeah.
0-2 on Turner. And Evaldi with a long hold to pitch. Turner rips it foul down the third base line. J.J. Weatherholt, another one of the top prospects in baseball for the Cardinals. Yeah. He's leading off today for St. Louis. And his second time up, he homered for his first major league hit.
Jeez.
The pitch. Swinging a ball punched the other way. There's a base hit into right. Charging in on it, Nimmo. Crawford will stop at second. Wasn't hit hard, but in the right spot. And the Phillies in business here against Evaldi with nobody out.
All right. No time for
Scoreboard coming up.
Excuse me, the Citizen Stats leader. Phillies' own Bryson Stott had a terrific spring, hitting .366 with a .438 on-base percentage. Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
Danny Jansen out to talk with Nathan Evaldi. The strength of the Rangers is clearly in their starting rotation, if healthy. Again, you're asking Evaldi at 36, DeGrom at his age and injury history to anchor the rotation, but their rotation is where their strength lies. The bullpen is a bit of a work in progress. And I think teams that face the Rangers, the idea would be to get into that pen as soon as you can.
Yes.
Evaldi at 66 pitches so far. And he faces Schwarber. And Schwarber, who is responsible for the 2 runs home today on his first home run of the year. Evaldi out of the stretch, the pitch. Schwarber takes. That's a little bit high for ball 1.
Probably not going to be bunting here.
I wouldn't think, Larry. Although he does have one sacrifice in his career.
Yeah.
1-0 the pitch. Bounded foul. He's sitting on 341 career homers. Which is why he's not asked to sacrifice too often.
A little surprised he swung at that one. He's got a great eye at the plate and great pitch selection as far as what he goes after, but that one looked like it was up and in a little bit.
1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. He takes, and it's off the plate away. 2-1. Of those 341, he's now hit 188 of them as a Philly. So a milestone 200 is in the offing this year. As a Philly. 2-1. Swing and a miss.
59 more to get there?
Well, no, to get to 200 as a Philly, he needs...
What's he at?
He's at 188.
Oh, 188. Okay. I'm thinking...
No, I think it would be really cool if he hit 63 and get to 250 with the Phillies.
Yes.
In America 250, right?
That would be ideal.
Two. Fastball outside, and the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
You know, and as long as there's challenges left, there's no reason for a catcher to hold the ball. Like, you throw a pitch, you think it's a strike, you hold it there. Like, no sense in that. If you think it's a strike, then tap it.
3-2. Swinging a ground ball foul. He rolls it up the first base line. And Schwarber's still alive. Nobody out in the inning. Crawford a single, Turner a single. And kind of the way you draw it up, right?
Yep.
Evaldi working from the first base side of the rubber. Comes set just above the belt. The 3-2 again. And he takes it for a called third strike, and no argument from Schwarber.
Nope.
as he took a look at a fastball on 3-2. So that's a half dozen strikeouts now for Eovaldi.
Well, a great pitch right down in the outside corner at the knees.
I mean, you got to think he's looking for something different there, right?
Kind
of been surprised by that?
Yeah.
So here's Harper. And the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Starts him with a slow curve. He goes from 95 on the fastball to Schwarber to 75 on the curveball to Harper. Oh and 1 the count. Harper 0 for 2 thus far. Eovaldi ready in the pitch. It's outside. He lays off. 1 ball and 1 strike. Harper 8 for 24 against Eovaldi in his career, but a lot of that came early. There's a swing and a foul down to the plate. Harper has 6 career opening day home runs, including 1 last year as a Philly. Tyler O'Neill and he tied for the most opening day homers among active players.
Right.
He's down to the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Left-hander loosening in the bullpen for Texas.
Jalen Beeks, left-hander.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Chased up and out of the zone. A fastball. And Harper strikes out for the second time today. 7th K as Eovaldi comes back after the 2 singles. Strikes out both Schwarber and Harper. And it'll leave it up to Alec Bohm.
It's just Harper had that big home run in that World Baseball Classic late in that last game, but it just throughout the spring it just looked like he's just a little off with his timing still.
The pitch. Bohm takes. That's down low. Start him off speed.
Fills at first and second. Nobody out. Back-to-back strikeouts. 2 and 3 hitters.
Alec Bohm, who went from 97 runs batted in 2 straight seasons to driving in only 59 last year, takes the pitch up and in. And he's got a hitter's count at 2 balls and no strikes. Phillies in the home whites, red pinstripes, Phillies across the chest, an All-Star Game logo on the right sleeve of those uniform tops. 2-0, Eovaldi checks second. And the pitch. Swing and a fly ball, well hit right field. Going back, Nemo to the wall, looking up, and it is gone! Opposite field, Alec Bohm, a 3-run home run to break it open. Bohm down the line and right. With his first home run of the season, it is 5-0 Phillies.
Who said he has to pull more balls to hit home runs, at least in this park? Hit that ball well. A little breeze out to right, not like it was galing earlier. And just muscled it out there. At a breaking ball up in the zone, belt high.
And that will be the last pitch for Nathan Eovaldi this afternoon. New Rangers manager Skip Schumacher is on his way to take the baseball from Nathan Eovaldi. 2 singles and then the big blast by Alec Bohm. Home run number 1 on the season. It's a 3-run homer. It is a 5-0 Phillies lead, and this pitching change is brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed, official partner of the Phillies grounds crew. Back in a moment on the Phillies.
In baseball, great teams know one thing: smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
College should fit your life, not the other way around. At Empire State University, study online on your time. There's a reason why they're called SUNY's leading online university. See for yourself at sunyempire.edu.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath.
Left-hander Jalen Beeks on in relief for Texas, facing Bryson Stott, who takes a called strike. It's 0-1, 5-0. Phillies lead it. 2-run homer for Schwarber, now a 3-run home run for Alec Bohm. His second career opening day homer, and the other came at the Rangers' expense as well. Pitches down low. He hit it on the road in Arlington off of Jacob deGrom, a 2-run home run in the first game of the 2023 season. 1-1. And that's a called strike. And that was an opposite field home run as well to right center, which is tough to hit it out in right center in Arlington.
Eight hits for the Phils, 5 singles, 2 home runs, and a double.
The 1-2. Swing and a pop-up. This is foul, and it will reach the seats. Jalen Beeks, 32-year-old left-hander from Fayetteville, Arkansas, pitched for the Diamondbacks last season. The 1-2. Swing at a ball pulled into right. There's a base hit, and Stott with the hit off the lefty. Beeks actually was a little bit stingier against right-handed hitters last year than he was against lefties, but pretty similar, honestly. Here's Adolis Garcia. The pitch is in off the plate. I guess that's their book on Garcia.
Must be.
Pound him in.
Wow.
They've done that all 3 at-bats so far. Garcia looking for his first hit. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ooh, mighty cut. Comes up empty. And he asks for a timeout. He nearly fell down with that swing.
He's not going to get cheated up there. And when he hits them, man, they go.
1-1. And that one is a called strike on the inside corner. 5-0. Phillies lead it. They've out-hit the Rangers 9-3. Beeks ready, the 1-2. Garcia fouled it off. That was way in on him again.
Had a good rip at it.
In the postseason in 23 with the Rangers, Garcia played in 15 games. He had a .323 average and an 11.08 OPS. The pitch, runner goes. The pitch is taken high. Throw down to second. Not in time. Bounds out into center, but Stott down on his belly with a head-first slide. So a stolen base first of the year for the Phillies, and it goes on the log of Bryson Stott. Two balls, 2 strikes to Garcia. The pitch. And it's up and away. Lays off. Tried to get him to chase. Three-two. Ripped towards third. Picked up by Young on one hop. He'll fire it across. What a great play by Josh Young. Garcia's hit it hard twice today, but nothing to show for it. Phillies with a great start to the season. Alec Boehm with a 3-run home run, part of a 4-hit inning. One man left. Will go to the 6th at 5-0.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. It's online, flexible, and affordable. With over 120 degree programs, you'll find something that fits your goals. And students love it. We're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu. That's SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term starts.
Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you. Smooth accelerators. When that light turns green, you're off. Like a warm knife through firm butter. Going from 0 to the speed limit in an appropriate amount of time. Sure, your car has horsepower, but your horses prance around as silky smooth as your right foot. Fancy Prancerton. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning live.
Phillies.com.
The Chick-fil-A nugget of the game, March 26th, is the earliest opening day for the Phils in franchise history. The 2026 matchup between the Phils and Rangers will be the rubber match of the series is split 1-1. Phillies' victory came courtesy of Jimmy Rollins' 200th career home run and a 14-10 victory.
5-0. Phillies lead it. We start the top of the 6th inning. The Phillies start the inning with Sanchez on the mound. They do have bullpen action. Going right now, Sanchez delivers, and the first pitch to Brandon Nimmo is a fastball in for a strike. 76 pitches now for Sanchez, who figures to be somewhere around 90 or so.
He finished the 5th inning with 75 pitches, 50 strikes, 25 balls. Very good ratio.
Time call to the plate. Now Nimmo back in the box. And a pitch. He pulls it foul, first base side. I believe that's Jonathan Bolin, newcomer to the Phillies bullpen out there. Oh, 0-2 the count. And the pitch to Nimmo. Strike 3 called. Fastball got him looking. There's 8 on the day for Sanchez.
Just impressive.
That'll bring up Wyatt Langford, who's 0 for 2. Ground out and a strikeout. And the pitch to Langford. A fastball, a little bit low.
You think about the pitchers are having JT coming back. It's so much easier for them when you got a catcher that does the homework like JT does, knows the hitters, and you can just go with him.
1-0. Swung on, hit sharply foul. Kind of off the end of the bat as he was out in front of that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. I don't know if JT will be the first to sign up for the dugout assisted pitching.
It's not going to. No, it would not go well.
The 1-1 pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball. This will go foul again. Rolls that one up the third base line.
Even as a pitcher, you want to call your own game. You got a much better idea of what's going on out there than somebody standing on the side. Can't see all location all the time. I'm sure they can look at their game day iPad.
1-2, swing and a miss. Sinker in under his hands. There's 9 Ks now for Sanchez.
But if you have, I mean, there's some pitchers who just don't want to think. They want to go with just whatever the catcher calls. Okay, I'm going to throw. There's other pitchers that maybe more cerebral, want to call their own game. And if you get somebody from the dugout trying to call pitches, they're going to be like, well.
Yeah, should definitely lean on the pitchers, what it is they want, as Seager swings and fouls one down to the plate. As you said, you kind of open up a real Pandora's box if you keep asking a pitcher out there to throw something he's not convinced he should throw.
And if you do that, if he does it, and you throw pitches that you're not convicted and convinced of you want to throw, you are not going to throw a good pitch. I'm telling you.
Well, they all seem to have pretty full faith in JT Realmuto.
Yeah.
0-1 on Seager. As Sanchez deals on the pitch. Did he swing? The pitch was down and away. Looked like pretty close to being a swing, but they don't ask Wendelstedt. Seager 1 for 2 on the day. Had a base hit in the first. He's lined out to center. And the 1-1. And that one is a cold strike.
And you're right. It was, just saw a shot of the bullpen. It was Jonathan Bolden. It's up. I didn't question you, Scott.
Okay, thank you. It's okay, Larry. It's all about accuracy.
That's exactly right.
1-2 pitch. Misses down and away. Sanchez a chance to strike out the side. It would give him 4 consecutive strikeouts, likely to finish his outing. And it would be 10 strikeouts here on opening day. Sanchez ready. 2-2 the count to Seager. The lefty kicks the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the Sanchez emotion clapping his glove. He's got 10 punch outs on opening day over the Rangers. He waves to his family and the crowd wavs back. And Sanchez with a dandy today in game number 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, 5-0.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
College should fit your life, not the other way around. At Empire State University, study online on your time. There's a reason why they're called SUNY's leading online university. See for yourself at sunyempire.edu.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Phillies 5 and the Rangers nothing. On this opening day 2026, Jalen Beeks still on the mound for Texas, facing Brandon Marsh. Marsh takes the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Two big swings in this one. A 2-run home run from Schwarber in the first, a 3-run home run from Alec Boehm in the 5th. The pitch fouled back. But other than that, it has been the Christopher Sanchez show.
Yeah. Just unbelievably impressive. And the way to finish it off there, 87 pitches, 59 strikes, tremendous ratio, 10 strikeouts in the 6 innings.
The pitch in the dirt.
Maybe he knows what Paul Skeens did today and thinks, maybe I'll just go after that Cy Young.
Well, the narrative on Skeens, and I forget who the other one was. I was talking with Larry Bow in the hallway. He said, now that everybody's saying, well, he pitched in the WBC. Totally threw him off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're going to hear that.
Didn't seem to bother Christopher.
Not a bit.
2-1 pitch. And it's pulled on the ground. Foul just past first. Just wide of the line and out of the reach of Berger. Marsh, who doubled his last time up. Last year, hit 300 against righties. He hit 197 against lefties.
Wow. Yeah, it doesn't appear it's bothered Skubal either. 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 unearned run.
The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. And Beeks with the strikeout of Marsh. Got to bring up JT Realmuto. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts today. The pitch down low.
Situation there with Marsh that you might think, well, why didn't they use Kemp? But you're going to stay with your best defense at this point. Another game, if they're tied or behind, they might go to Kemp there to hit for Marsh.
1-0, and it's up high. One thing Rob Thompson definitely likes to do is not wait too long to get his bench players into a game coming out of spring training. They've had all the reps, and he wants to keep them in that mode. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And they figure to see the lefty Mackenzie Gore on Sunday, so that'll be an opportunity for the likes of Kemp and Edmundo Sosa to start. The 2-1. And there's a strike call. It's 2-2 changeup from Beeks.
JT might not be seeing the ball real well right now.
JT, who did not hit a home run in spring training, batted .226 overall, dealt with an illness that kept him out a while. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. And a hat trick today for Realmuto.
Well, the Independence Blue Cross Player Spotlight is on Bryce Harper, who homered last year on opening day with his 6th career opening day home run. That tied him with Tyler O'Neill for the most among active players. Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at ibx.com.
Well, here is Justin Crawford. 2 for 2 so far. And a pitch. He takes a strike. Crawford with hits in each of his first 2 big league at-bats. Beeks, the 0-1. And it's a little bit high. Crawford's family is here, which of course includes his former big league father, Carl Crawford. He's in the stands, all smiles today. 1-1 pitch. It's in there for a called strike. He said this morning he took his mom to get a cheesesteak. She's a vegan, and she asked for the non-meat cheesesteak, and they looked at her a little funny. 1-2 pitch, way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Phillies, of course, made it known really from the middle of the offseason that it was going to be Justin Crawford's job. Job to lose, and he didn't set the world on fire in spring training, but he also acquitted himself pretty well. The pitch swung on, fouled back.
Had a good hack right there. That's one thing I honestly, and it's easy to second guess, so I'm not a big fan of doing it, but I just, last year, going in the playoffs, not having Crawford, a guy like Crawford, and actually not having Crawford here, I was just surprised at that.
2-2. And he swings and lifts one in the air to center. It's straight away and playable. Langford waiting. He'll make the catch just on the edges of the late day shadows out there in center field. Phillies go in order here against Beeks in the 6th. That'll send us to the 7th. Phillies 5 in the rain.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA. Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. It's online, flexible, and affordable. With over 120 degree programs, you'll find something that fits your goals. And students love it. We're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu. That's SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term starts.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Go to the 7th inning, and the Phillies turn it over to the bullpen with a 5-0 lead. Jonathan Bolin, first one out. Big right-hander. First pitch to Jake Berger is in for a strike. 0-1 the count. Bolin, acquired in the offseason from Kansas City in the Matt Strahm trade. 1-2 last year, a 3.86 earned run average. Pitch swung on. Jam shot. Shallow left, going out. Turner coming on Marsh, and that one is going to find some grass as he just absolutely serves that one out into left. Muscled that 97-mile-an-hour sinker, basically out of the reach of Turner, ranging out.
That ball was not hit at all.
And now we're going to get a pinch hitter, Skip Schumacher, former Miami manager, taking over the helm of the Rangers this year. And Peterson batting for McCutchen. Bohm plays him way off the line at third base, a swing and a miss. Peterson a little late on that.
Basically, with Peterson up there, he's looking to do one thing, and that's hit the ball as far as he possibly can.
0-1 the count. The pitch. And he swings and lifts one in the air to right. It's high, but it's not far. And coming on for Garcia. And he'll make the catch. Peterson, big drop off last year in the home run department in his first year with Texas.
Third baseman,
We'll bring up Josh Young, the third baseman. Bolin wears the red socks pulled way up over the calf, the pant legs just below the knees. And he delivers out wide to Young. And 1 and no strikes. Bolin had a tough time with left-handed hitters, though, last year, and that's something the Phillies are trying to work with him on. The 1-0, and a swing and a ground ball up the middle. Turner to his left, dives. He's got it. Flips it to Stott for one. Throw to first, not in time. Great play. They get Berger at second on the broken bat roller up the middle. Turner laying out for that one.
A heck of a play. The fact that they almost got 2 on it. Tremendous.
There are probably some runners there that can beat that out at second. Jake Berger not one of them. Turner's flat down on his belly as he has to get just enough air up over the ground to flip that ball over to Stott. Here's Josh Smith. And the pitch is in tight to Smith, who's 0 for 2 today. Lefties last year had a .933 OPS against Bowling. The pitch. And it's swung on, hit in the air to left. Backing up is Marsh, still going back to the track near the wall. He makes the catch with a little leap right in front of the fence. And Brandon Marsh makes the play, and that will do it for the Rangers. Bowling has scored his debut here in the 7th. Stretch time on this opening day. Phillies 5.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
College should fit your life, not the other way around. At Empire State University, study online on your time. There's a reason why they're called SUNY's leading online university. See for yourself at sunyempire.edu.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM
at Phillies.com. 5-0. Phillies lead it as we get ready to start the bottom half of the 7th inning here at Citizens Bank Park. But first, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Philadelphia Phillies radio network.
It's time for the PGW game summary. Well, this game is all about Christopher Sanchez and a couple of hitters. One, Kyle Schwarber with his Schwarbomb in the first inning to make it 2-0. And in the 5th inning, Alec Bohm with his first home run, a 3-run shot with the first 2 men getting aboard in that inning. And the Phils lead this one 5-0. Sanchez went 6 innings and just was brilliant. 10 strikeouts, struck out the side in the 6th. Through 87 pitches, 59 strikes. Just a tremendous job and great way to start the year, start the season on opening day to this point. That's PGW fueling the future.
New pitcher will be coming into the game here for the Rangers, and that's another left-hander, veteran lefty, Tyler Alexander. Alexander last year split the season between both the Brewers and the White Sox. As Alexander entering his first year with Texas. He started the year with Milwaukee, then got released. The White Sox picked him up. All in all, last year he went 5-14 with a .498 earned run average. He went 2-9. He got 9 losses.
Wow.
In 31 appearances out of the bullpen last year.
It's at that point where you say, hey, Skipper, can you not put me in?
He's facing the top of the Phillies order. Trey Turner leads off, and the pitch to Turner is down low for ball 1. Turner, 2 hits today, 2 runs scored. Alexander ready, the 1-0. And Turner takes down and in. I think we'd be hard-pressed to find a multi-hit game for Trey Turner during the entirety of spring training. Maybe the last 2 spring trainings.
Yeah. Yep.
The pitch. And he swings and lifts this one in the air to left. Haggerty coming in. He's settling under it. And he makes the play with one hand. And there is one gone. Turner, who hit only 133 on the spring. 6 for 45 in the 16 games. Coming off a year in which he won his 2nd career batting title. And the first Philly to do so since Whitey. The namesake of this booth.
Yep.
1958. Schwarber swings at the first pitch, fouls it back. And it's 0-1. Schwarber 1 for 3 today. Started the scoring with a home run in the first. Alexander's 0-1. And it's a breaking ball down and away. Schwarber, what a magical year in so many respects last year. And case in point, the damage he did if left-handed pitching as this pitch swung on and fouled off. But set a record for a left-handed batter with home runs in a season off left-handed pitching. Alexander's 1-2. Ground ball to the right side. Berger waits on it. Scoops it. He's going to flip to the pitcher. And there is out number 2. And we were mentioning all the things that Kyle Schwarber enjoyed during last year, both on and off the field. We didn't even touch on the All-Star Game MVP winning the Home Run Derby swing off.
That's right.
2 gone. Here's Harper, is 0 for 3. And the pitch. Harper swings and fouls it away. It's going to be Zach Pop next out of the bullpen for the Phillies, as he's loosening up right now. 5-0. Phillies lead it. Alexander ready. And his 0-1. Swing, a little jam shot, center field, going out. Seager, the shortstop, will make the catch. And the side's retired. So a 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Alexander. Phillies go in order, and we move to the 8th. Phillies 5.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
College should fit your life, not the other way around. At Empire State University, study online on your time. There's a reason why they're called SUNY's leading online university. See for yourself at sunyempire.edu.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at Amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Phillies.com.
This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Philadelphia Phillies. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Phillies.
Game number 1, and the Phillies got a great weather day to work with, and so far so good on the field as well. 5-0 Phillies lead it. Zach Pop makes his Phillies debut, and the right-hander missing inside to Danny Jansen to start off this 8th inning. The 1-0, and that's outside. Zach Pop, who has really been kind of trying to find it these last couple of seasons. Now 29 years of age, the 2-0 on the way, and he misses outside. Pitched 9 times in spring training. Gave up 4 earned runs in 9 1/3. 3-0 to Jansen. And he's taking all the way, and he looks at a strike. 3-1. The pitch. Hit sharply to third, but on one hop. Bohm is right there. He'll make the play over to first in time.
All right. Way to come back and get him.
When you look at the Phillies bullpen this year, Larry, the Phillies today on opening day on their bullpen card, they have one pitcher who spent all of last year with the Phillies in the big leagues. Tanner Banks. The only one. So when you really look at it, they've changed it quite a bit. I mean, obviously they had Duran at the end.
Right.
And they had Alvarado at the beginning. But really for 2 months each.
But didn't have them both at the beginning and the end.
Right. And didn't have Keller at all. Bolin is brand new. Back is brand new. Tim Meza made kind of a cameo at the end of the season, but is back as the pitch is inside. So given, 1 year from last year to this year, March of 25 to March of 26, the bullpen is quite different. 2-0. And it's lifted in the air to left. And Evan Carter, pinch hitting here, is going to fly out to Brandon Marsh, who makes the play near the warning track.
Trying to think, was it six or seven guys at first time on opening day roster?
For the Phillies?
Yeah.
Well, there were 3. Was Backus? I guess Backus is another one that's
Bolin.
4. Bolin.
I guess Bolin, Kemp, Crawford, Painter. Is that it?
Might be all.
Yeah.
Brandon Nimmo, the batter now with 2 outs. And the pitch from Pop is a strike call on the outside corner. Five 5-0. Phillies lead it in the 8th. The 0-1. Fastball up high. One ball and 1 strike. The pitch. Missed outside. Phillies took a look at a lot of different relievers during spring training for these last few spots in the bullpen. Pop one of those to win a job. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Pop last year pitched in only 5 big league games. One, he was a teammate of Brandon Nimmo with the Mets. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Pop ready just above the belt. The 2-2 pitch on the way. And that's outside. Count is full. The 3-2. Swung on, fouled back. Pop unquestionably his best year was in 2022. Split the year between the Marlins and the Jays. Had a 2.77 ERA in 35 appearances. The count is full. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball just missed. And JT, Zach Pop wants to challenge it. Pop asks for the challenge, and we'll get our first ABS.
The pitcher is challenging the pitch.
Hoy did not see it right away. Pop called for the challenge.
I used to be deaf in one ear. Now I'm deaf in both. Wow, that was loud.
Ooh.
Philadelphia won challenge remaining.
A 1/10 of an inch off the plate. So Nimmo draws a walk. And that'll bring up Wyatt Langford. 5-0 Phillies lead, 8th inning.
That's the first walk of the ball game.
The pitch is inside.
For either side.
Gotta like that.
Yep.
Short lead for Nimmo. The 1-0 pitch is down and away. Two and 0. The pitch. Fastball. That's right down the middle. And it's 2-1. The 2-1 offer. Missed outside, and it's 3 balls and a strike. 12 balls, 8 strikes so far for Zach Pop. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball to short. Turner's got it. Flips underhand to second. They'll force out Nimmo. And that does it for the Rangers. No runs, no hits. A man left. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies in front.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
College should fit your life, not the other way around. At Empire State University, study online on your time. There's a reason why they're called SUNY's leading online university. See for yourself at sunyempire.edu.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Please play responsibly.
We're going to the Bottom of the 8th inning. Alec Bohm will lead it off. Bohm with a huge hit in this one. It was 2-0 at the time. The Phillies got 2 runners on to start the 5th inning, as the new pitcher Carter Baumler makes his major league debut today, and he delivers a strike called. And they tossed the ball aside for the trophy case of Carter Baumler, who's a Rule 5 pick. But after Crawford and Turner had singled, Schwarber and Harper both struck out against Nathan Eovaldi. That left it up to Alec Bohm. The 0-1 takes up and in. And Bohm, going the opposite field, hit it over the old out-of-town scoreboard into the lower seats and right, giving the Phillies a 5-0 lead, which they still enjoy here in the 8th. The pitch. Bohm takes, down and away. Bohm's second career opening day homer. 2-1. And that stays high.
Baumler with a few teams last year. High A and Double A. Put up some pretty good numbers.
3-1. And it's down and away, ball 4. He walks his first hitter. 24-year-old, former 5th-round pick of the Orioles, out of high school in Des Moines, Iowa. Did you see the clip from the other night of Baumler pitching for the Rangers? He was in the middle of an inning. He had 2 outs, and Skip Schumacher stopped play and went to a mound visit. Pitch to Stott, misses inside, just so he could tell him that he had made the team and he would be going to the big leagues for the first time.
Really?
In the middle of the game. And, of course, we weren't privy to the conversation.
He walked 6 in a row. He was so
privy to the conversation, but a big smile on Baumler's face, the 1-0. And it's swung on and popped up behind the plate. Jansen throws away the mask, and he's got room, but overran it. And it falls back behind him, closer to home plate, right next to the opening day logo painted on the grass.
I could understand if that was in Florida with that high sun and the afternoon games, but Jansen just miscalculated a little bit on that one, a little bit.
Ball on a strike now on Stott, who's got 2 hits today. Jansen's got an equipment problem now. The mask strap, I think, has come loose after he threw the mask and helmet off. That was back to track that foul ball.
Before the ball came down.
Yeah.
He didn't throw his mask after.
He wears the old school backwards batting helmet and the old school catcher's mask. After the pinch hitter Carter checked into the game, Carter is now in center field and Langford in left. The pitch is outside. Two and 1 to Stott. Baumler's pitch. Breaking ball. It's in for a strike. Phillies now have another newcomer up and throwing. It's left-hander Kyle Backus. 2-2 on the way. And a swing and a foul back off to our left.
But one thing with Stott, when he fouls a ball off like that, or one if he pops to the left over the third base dugout, it's like you can tell when he gets done with his swing, like he knows that he did something wrong, or he can feel that he got out of himself or got away from himself.
2-2. And he lifts this one in the air to center. It's shallow. Carter coming in and waiting. And he makes the catch for out number 1.
And that's always a good
so
sign.
often the trick, right?
Yeah. You can figure yourself out after just from pitch to pitch. Say, here's what I didn't do, and you know it when you feel it, and that's a great sign, I think.
I'll bring up Adolis Garcia. Garcia is still looking for his first hit. He's hit the ball hard a couple of times. The pitch. And he swings and pops this one back over the screen out of play. No balls, 1 strike. And time called by Garcia. One thing the Phillies know they're going to get is some Gold Glove caliber defense in right field with Garcia. Don't know yet what the hit tool will look like come season's end. Baumler, the 0-1. And it's taken down and away. Lays off the breaking ball. Garcia said he was very much looking forward to not only opening the season, but doing so against Texas. Seeing a lot of his old friends. The 1-1 swing and a miss. Same pitch. He laid off it the last time. This time he couldn't hold up. Short lead for Bohm at first base with 1 out, the 1-2. Fastball misses down and away. Rangers not a team with what you'd call a set closer. Kind of a committee situation. It might be Robert Garcia. 2-2. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. And no argument from Garcia. Fastball just above the knees. And there's out number 2. And it'll bring up Brandon Marsh. Garcia saved 9 games last year. Former national hard-throwing left-hander. They might also go with the veteran Chris Martin in that role. He's a pretty good setup man. Pitch to Marsh is up high. One ball, no strikes. Baumler set. And the pitch. And that's in for a called strike. Ball and a strike. The pitch. And Marsh swings and fouls it back.
He had a pitch. Ooh, I think he wants that one back. 96 at the knees, but split the plate.
One ball, 2 strikes on Marsh. Baumler turns, throws over to first. Bohm back as that throw was high and wide. Jake Berger had to rush over towards foul territory to catch that one. The stretch. And Baumler's pitch. Ground ball past the dive of Berger into right field for a base hit. Bohm around second. He's headed to third. Marsh is headed for second. They'll hold Bohm at third base as Nimmo fires it back in. It's another double for Brandon Marsh, his second of the day. And that'll put 2 in scoring position for J.T. Realmuto here with 2 outs in the 8th.
All right. One of the good things about having an opening day like this, a 5-run lead, a couple more guys on, is You want to hear those calls of, is this season ever going to end?
I think we heard that already when you were trying to figure out your IT situation this morning.
A little frustration set in.
Watching Larry handle the new phone app for Phillies employee tickets.
But you know the best part about it? Come back in the office and try and do the same thing on my iPad. And I don't know what I did with that.
That's even more messed up.
Probably be talking to Trey again tomorrow.
He's a good man.
Yes.
He'll set you up. Here's JT, and he swings and hits one in the air out of play down the right side. JT, a tough day at the plate today. 0 for 3 here in the opener with 3 strikeouts. Oh, and 1 the count. Baumler ready at the belt, the pitch. Ooh, hit him. And Robuto gets plunked by the pitch, and here we have dueling debuts. Baumler against Crawford.
I don't think that was intentional.
No. Justin Crawford set to bat with the bases loaded, but first a visit from pitching coach Jordan Teagues. Ooh, I thought that was on the shoulder, but that was closer to the elbow.
Yeah, just above the elbow, on the bottom of the tricep.
So Teagues, who takes over this year as the pitching coach for Texas.
I'm guessing that was the bottom of the tricep. I don't have them, so I'm not real sure.
They're trying to get Cole Winn ready in a hurry. Justin Crawford with a chance at a 3-hit day here in his debut. And looking perhaps for his first big league RBI. Base is full. 2 outs, 8th inning, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Trying to do something special there.
Yeah.
Well, he can unleash some swings. We've certainly seen that.
Yep.
He'll take his chances and take his rips. He had 7 homers in the minors last year. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. It's up high. His first at-bat in spring training was a wall ball double in left center in Dunedin. Base is full here with Bohm at third, Marsh at second, JT at first. The pitch. Breaking ball, he fouls it back. And the count 1-2 now for Justin Crawford. He's already scored his first big league run thanks to the Alec Bohm homer that made it 5-0 in the 5th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Baumler comes set. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Left side, foul ground. Young going over. May have room onto the track. He does. He makes the catch. And side is retired. No runs for the Phillies. 1 hit, 3 left. We're going to the 9th. Phillies look to close out win number 1 on the year. They lead it.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
College should fit your life, not the other way around. At Empire State University, study online on your time. There's a reason why they're called SUNY's leading online university. See for yourself at sunyempire.edu.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM
at Phillies.com. Phillies lead the Rangers 5-0. We go to the ninth inning. Earlier today, the Mets over the Pirates 11-7 in their opening game of the season. Brewers all over the White Sox 14-2. The Nationals win in Chicago over the Cubs 10-4. Quite a few games going right now in Major League Baseball. Kyle Backus, making his Phillies debut, delivers a strike to Corey Seager, leading off here in the ninth inning. Scores, once again, brought to you by Oliver Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. You'll feel the difference. As the lefty misses down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Backus picked up from the Diamondbacks the offseason. And the pitch down and away. Feels like we spent, Larry, all spring talking about Duran and Keller and Alvarado and the big arms at the back of the pen, and we're not slated to see any of them to this point. The pitch fouled off.
I was figuring at least with one of them, I'd probably see the daddy long legs going across the outfield wall.
Right. Have to save him for the first night game, right?
Right.
Backus, the pitch. Bouncer, left side, deep in the hole. Turner, sliding's got it. The throw to first, though, is not in time.
Heck of an effort.
Might have gotten Benji Molina, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Bartolo Colon, perhaps?
Perhaps, yeah. They might have just thrown that ball to Realmuto and have him tag him on the way down the line.
Here's Jake Berger. And the pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. Phillies went 3-0 against Texas on the road in Arlington last year.
Now they've lost a few in a row to the Phils. Is it 6?
Is it that many now? Here's a swing and a drive. Well hit up the alley. That one is on its way, and that one is gone. And Jake Berger breaks up the shutout here in the ninth inning with a 2-run home run, his first of the season. After hitting 16 a year ago, he takes Kyle Backus deep, and it's a 5-2 ball game. And, well, you might see your daddy long legs yet.
Yeah, I might do it. Fastball up in the zone. It's not where he needs to pitch.
So infield hit, and then the home run. And now we'll get another pinch hitter, as Peterson was due, but instead it'll be the right-handed hitting Kyle Higashioka, and he takes inside. He's the backup catcher, of course. Duran has picked up a baseball, and he's begun to warm as the next pitch misses inside. Now, we talked about Bolden, his struggles against lefties. Kyle Backus, similar struggles against righties. He's been very one-dimensional in his brief time in the big leagues, as this pitch is fouled out of play to the right side. Lefties hit only 139 against him, but righties hit 365 with an OPS near 1,000. The pitch, slow breaking ball in for a strike. 5-2, Phillies lead. Nobody out in the ninth. Next pitch misses outside. Young next, then the lefty hitting Josh Smith after that. The pitch. Swing and a line drive into center. There's a base hit for Higashioka. And I would bet we would see Caleb Cotham just to stall for time, if nothing else.
Yep, they need to.
And it looks like he's starting to emerge from the dugout. Over on the first base side is JT going out to talk to Backus. And Cotham will join the conversation now as the Rangers need one more base runner to bring the tying run to the plate. Left on the bench for Texas, they have Ezekiel Duran. Duran, a right-handed batter as well. But at the moment, it looks like it would still be Smith. The mound visit is over, and Johan Duran is warming up in earnest as this game is taken on a different tone here in the ninth. Here's Josh Young. The pitch. And it's outside for ball one. Backus looking over at first. Now the pitch. And that one is going to be in there for a strike. He gave up one earned run in 7 innings in the Grapefruit League. Backus, another one in his first ever Major League opening day. Didn't debut until June last year with the Diamondbacks. The pitch is fouled away. Shoots it out of play down the right field line.
I'll get a double play ball. Help him out here.
Backus comes set, and he'll throw over to first. He's got a very funky setup. Left-hander drops down with his delivery, but also sets up his back foot on the third base side of the rubber. Sticks that front leg way out over near the first base side of the mound and the rubber. The pitch, and it's way outside.
His body's bent over, but his arm, he still tries to get his arm up, which you don't often see that. You guys bent over at the waist that much. It's tough to get on top from down there when you're bent over so much going to the plate.
Backus with a pitch, fouled back.
And I think that's one thing you have a tendency to do is elevate the ball a little bit doing that.
A 28-year-old from a little town, New Waverly, Texas, just south of Huntsville. On the way down to Houston, the pitch. And that one is inside. And so that'll run the count full. Again, still nobody out in the inning. And I guess this is last batter territory if he can't retire Josh Young. The stretch, and Backus delivers in the pitch. Swing and a bouncer towards second, charging in Stott. Gloves it, tags the runner in the baseline, flips to first. No, he didn't tag him. Now the throwback to second is not in time. It glances off of Higashioka and trickles out into center field. They did get the runner at first base. Stott had the ball in his bare hand. He tagged with his empty glove hand and then threw to first to make sure he got one out on the play. But he easily could have gotten Higashioka. He just sort of, I guess, thought because Higashioka went into a slide that he wouldn't be able to get up in time. Harper's going to get charged with a throwing error. And that will be it for Kyle Backus. Here comes Rob Thompson to make a pitching change. And you'll get your fire and spiders after all, Larry.
All right.
Backus is done. It's 5-2 Phillies, and Joan Duran will try to get the save here on opening day. We've got a pitching change. We're back in a moment on the Phillies.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. It's online, flexible, and affordable. With over 120 degree programs, you'll find something that fits your goals. And students love it. We're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu. That's SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term starts.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB+.
Joan Duran, who enters his first full season with the Phillies, the 28-year-old right-hander from Esperanza, Dominican Republic. Last year, Duran saved 16 games after coming over from the Twins at the trade deadline. He had saved 16 with Minnesota as well. And he's trying to get save #1 this season here on opening day. A runner at third base with one out. And he will not face Josh Smith, but instead it will be the right-handed hitting Ezekiel Duran off the bench for the Rangers. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. I mean, how do we not make a Hungry Like the Wolf reference right now? With Duran.
That's right.
Swing and a miss by Ezekiel. And the count is 0-2. And Duran steps off a moment. Red glove on his left hand. Shakes once. And now nods yes to the pitch comm signals from Realmuto. The stretch and the pitch. And a late swing, emergency hack, and he fouls it off. Thought that pitch might have hit him in the knuckles.
I was going to say it might have broke a thumb. That was way in on him.
Runner at third base for Texas. Duran kicks. Here's the pitch. It's high. Check swing. No swing. This is DJ Rayburn at first. Rangers need one more base runner. Get the tying run up. Danny Jansen waits on deck. Duran is ready. And his pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Blue Bayou.
He was more hungry or like the wolf. So Danny Jansen, now the last hope here on opening day for the Rangers. Jansen 0 for 3 today. Joan Duran with a pitch. And it's down low, ball one. He has been utterly dominant against Texas. Over the last few years, 13 straight games against the Rangers, he has yet to allow an earned run. The stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss.
101. Oh, hum.
Jansen stands in. Duran ready. He delivers. And a swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Rolled just past the bag at second and on into center field. And in to score is Higashioka from third. So 3 runs home in the inning. It's a 5-3 game, and the tying run is coming to the plate.
Well, they've been able to get that double play, a little different story. Or even get the lead runner for Stott.
Now Evan Carter, who pinch hit in the 8th and has remained in the game. The pitch Carter takes. That's a called strike. He's a 23-year-old who's had exactly 5 home runs in each of his 3 seasons in the big leagues. Bohm right to the edge of the grass at third. He's 10 feet off the line. Turner shaded up the middle a bit. The pitch to the left-hand batter misses outside. A splitter there from Duran. Outfield shaded the other way. Adolis Garcia in right is straight away and deep, but Crawford towards left center and Marsh towards the line in left. They don't hold the runner at first. Duran is ready. He kicks the pitch. Carter swings and bounces it foul down the first base line.
All right.
One ball, 2 strikes on this opening day, 2026. 5-3, Phillies lead it. Carter, the last hope for Texas. Duran ready, and the pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball to first. Harper scoops at the bag, puts his foot on the base, and that closes it out. The Phillies hang on to win it 5-3 the final and take game 1 of the season with an opening day win over the Texas Rangers.
Well, it all starts with the starting pitching, and Sanchez was brilliant. 6 innings, 10 strikeouts, shutout ball for the 6 innings. Phil's offense did a great job.
Phillies win it 5-3 the final.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
College should fit your life, not the other way around. At Empire State University, study online on your time. There's a reason why